Phi supports two ways of mirroring your objects, the mirror and the symmetry. We first look at the mirror. If I click on this mirror icon, the three orthogonal planes appear and I can select one of them, for example, the side plane here. As you saw, a mirror image of my model was created for me. I can hide the plane from the bottom of the screen, but mirroring is still active. So now anything I do on one side of my model, for example, a pop-out, a rigid transformation, a rescale, or any modification of the edges, is always reflected on the opposite side as well. If I click on the button again, the mirror image disappears. The second tool that we have available for applying symmetries is the Symmetry button. This is a little different. When I click on the Symmetry button, the three planes appear again, and I can select one of them. But this simply sets a symmetry plane. It does not actually make a mirror image of the model. I can still hide this and not lose the selected symmetry plane. The second step is to select various edges. For example, these three edges and their corresponding edges on the other side of the plane. I don't need to select them in the same order, and they don't need to be already symmetric when I select them. So I have selected three edges on the right and three on the left of the symmetry plane, and then I click on the Add to Symmetry Sets button. And these three and the other three edges have been registered as members of a symmetry set. Now anything I do to one of these edges is reflected on the other side. I can work on either side, there is no driving side, and the two sets, and only the two sets, are always maintained symmetric. Instead of just selecting edges, I can also select a pair of faces and add them to the symmetry set, in which case all of the surrounding edges will be added, and they will participate in the symmetry as you can see here. And when I'm done and I don't need this symmetric setup, I can click on the last icon, Clear Symmetry, and we're back to normal operations. So these two functionalities, the mirror and the symmetry, are quite different. I would say that the mirror is a more global operation. It will constantly mirror the entire model no matter what, whereas symmetry is more for, let's say, localized operations, where you just want to affect a subset of your model. You can, in fact, have both active together. You can have a global mirroring and also locally add a symmetry between some of your edges.